Houston Rockets. At center, standing 6.
The Rockets play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Houston, Texas. And as we start the weekend here on this Friday night, 2K Sports welcoming you to NBA basketball. Chris Webber is joining us at the broadcast table alongside Greg Anthony and David Aldridge on the sideline. This is Kevin Harlan. And, of course, Kyle Anderson. Even with him gone, they've shaken it off quickly and have really come together as a team.
And to say the deal changes the look and the feel of this franchise, quite frankly, is stating the obvious. They are a vastly different team than they were just a few days ago. Obviously looking long-term rather than short.
All right, let's set the floor. Courtesy of Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. So on the floor for Memphis. Evans the 2 with Parsons at the 3. Marcus Gasol is out there with Clint Capella. And it's Conley in at point guard. Now here's Parsons. Conley the pass to Parsons. Well, Chris, some teams already realize a championship just is not going to be in their future this season. How should those kind of teams approach the rest of the season?
Give your best.
Right, yeah.
Give your all. Your competitors. This is the NBA, the greatest league in the world, the greatest basketball players assembled. And so, one, you have to respect the game. You have to respect the monotony. You have to respect the work. You have to respect the travel. You have to be thankful, by the way. When we put all that together, you go into your job and you do the best. Focus on getting better every day. And there's a good chance that you will.
And making sure that you give the fans what they're paying for.
Hey, that's what it's all about. If you don't entertain the fans, hey, something's wrong with you. If you can't have fun with 20,000 screaming fans and the kids with their popcorns and all the stuff going on, if you don't remember what it's about, Kev, you kind of lost your mojo already.
Now here's Doncic after Clint Capella's miss. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And Parsons gets it to go.
Hey, they've broken the seal. 3 misses to start, but now they're back in business.
For Houston, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Here's Harden. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Amazing feel for scoring on the interior. I mean, Harden, he's excellent at mixing it up.
Smith against Conley. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night.
Well, that makes them 1 for 5 from the field so far. They need to start getting some better looks. Thought he was going to be able to take advantage of the D there. He had the space.
The baseline J. That shot off. So Houston will take it the other way. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Memphis this season.
Yeah, and they're hoping for a better showing against this club this season. Last year, they came out on the losing end.
Now here's Evans. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. Left side, Parsons passes it to Gasol. That's in, coming off the assist from Parsons.
Using that big body. I mean, Gasol able to absorb contact. That's what you want from your big man.
And Chris, you look at Marcus Gasol and how he has transformed over the years. Gone from a big body inside to a slim and sleek center.
Think about it. Marcus has been so effective into his latter years because of slimming down. He's focused on his health now, and it's helped his mobility and I say playmaking. I mean, look, this guy grows his own vegetables in his backyard. That's how dedicated to his health he is.
The timing and anticipation from Smith, looking more committed on defense, an encouraging sign.
And so it's Conley bringing up the ball for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 5-point game, fresh from a win against the Nuggets.
You could see it in that game, despite the odds going against them. Once it got to OT, they had that belief and resolve that they could win it.
We see that a lot with so-called underdogs. I mean, the longer they hang around, the more dangerous they get, especially in overtime.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Then for the Grizzlies, Brook Lopez is checked in for Gasol. Kufis comes in for Clint Capella, and it's Harrison in for Evans. Gilgeous-Alexander, good.
You know, I think Williams has a terrific future, a charismatic, likable kid who can be unselfish to a fault.
Now here's Conley, coming off a solid outing against Denver. Brooks with it. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. And stolen by Kufis. And now Parsons pushing it up. No one back to stop him. And finished off by Parsons.
Wanting to get out and make plays in transitions. Parsons can beat you with the ball in his hands or off the catch.
Houston in the lead. Tipped away. Here's Brooks. Another shot, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Brook Lopez.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
Houston shooting their first free throws here tonight.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Brooks. And both free throws good for Brooks. The Grizzlies trail by 4. To the inside, Parsons. Nice D from Brooks.
The D doing everything they can to cut him off on his way to the hoop.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Michael Conley picks one up. The Rockets have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. The first one falls. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Memphis has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Harrison. Softly drops in the floater.
Oh, look at the soft touch on the teardrop.
And so it's Houston with it. They lead by 4. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
And anytime you come off the bench, you know your role. And that night, it was about scoring.
Well, on the road, you need as many contributors as you can find. The reserves definitely help fuel the win that time.
Gilgeous-Alexander, good. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 6 points.
Your heads-up aggressive play right there. Saw the smaller man on him and took it straight to the basket.
Good on the bucket.
Oh, the floor's general skills of Conley. I mean, he has a fantastic feel for when his teammates need the rock.
Doesn't go that time. With 4 seconds on the clock, and another basket for Memphis.
Great awareness. No reason to take it inside there against the taller man.
Well, he created a little separation from that mid-range. Just a good shot for him in that situation.
It's a tie game here in Houston. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. Marc Gasol, so appreciated by his fans, and certainly a lot of Spanish-speaking fans excited about his success.
It's fun. You see more fans on the stands that speak Spanish, even they from.
And great to see so many different cultures and countries embrace the game.
Yes, and with players like Gasol having so much success, I think it helps give those Latino and Spanish-speaking fans a connection to the NBA.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
I mean, what's interesting for me, first quarter, they're already getting points from their reserves.
Well, that's what helped fuel this lead. They caught the defense a little bit off guard.
Taking a look at the Grizzlies. Chandler Parsons out there with Rab. Then it's Conley. Then it's Brook Lopez. And it's Harrison in at the shooting guard. Conley finds Lopez. Clock at 6. Here's Harrison. And the Grizzlies tack on 2 more. NBA rosters are turning over faster, it seems, these days. Chris, how much do former teammates know about defending one another? Or is it a non-issue?
Oh, no, it's more than a non-issue, Kevin. You were right in your assumption that, listen, the former teammates, they have a little more inside information. And you know why it matters? Because every day after practice, you know, the first thing guys do after they get their water, they play one-on-one. And so you understand guys' tendencies. You learn how they get into a rhythm. We're all creatures of habit. Let's remember what Kevin Durant did. Remember how he came down on the same end of the floor in the finals and hit the same tough shot over the extended hand that he did? Well, if you notice, he did that on his crossover, that right to left setup. And so if you know him, you may know that he's going to do that. And also, you may know that he has a counter just in case. It allows you to keep your hand out the cookie jar, not to gamble. It gives you an educated guess on maybe what some of the greatest offensive players in the world are going to go to next to get that bucket. Any piece of information matters. And yeah, you've been practicing against them. That's a good thing.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. Here's Gasol, and Jackson with the block, and he's able to get it back. Rockets trail. Harden the pass to Smith. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Conley. Here's Harrison, guarded by Harden. Left side Gasol. To the paint, here's Harrison, and Jackson with the block. Smith kicks to Jackson. Harden inside the three-point line, and that one goes long.
And that's the shot you want to create. They just can't get it to fall.
Well, that just shows you can do everything right sometimes but still get the wrong result.
Evans with it, and it's Harden picking him up, and it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Jackson.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
And don't forget about the good hand-eye coordination. I mean, he almost corralled it in for the steal.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Capella's checked in. 18 feet out. Jackson misses.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Evans outside. Count that one. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Tyreke Evans can be a handful, Chris, on the offense when he plays to his strengths.
Well, you like Evans to play aggressively with the ball in his hands. He can bully his way to the hoop at will. He draws so much attention and is a fantastic passer out of the gym.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. The Rockets have looked good at the line tonight. They're perfect in 4 attempts. The free throw drops for Jackson. Kufis checked in for the Grizzlies. Both free throws good from Jackson.
His free throw ability makes him tough to defend in the post. Teams can't get too physical with him.
A minute 42 left in the first half. Here's Evans. Oh, that's blocked.
And not exactly quick off the floor, but Luka uses great anticipation to make defensive plays. And a good example there of why it's important to change ends quickly.
Yeah, talent in this league has it so that now pretty much every team can push the pace. You have to get back on it.
And the dunk by Capella.
The main strength of Capella's offensive game, I mean, he uses his athleticism to power home these alley-oops.
And a tremendous Unleash Chaos replay coming to you courtesy of Under Armour Hover Havoc.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Memphis leading by 3. It's taken away by Smith. And it's Houston on the break. Smith's running. Pass to Doncic. In the corner, Collins with it. And another 3 for Houston.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
From 13, and the rejection by Collins. And that one hits back iron.
Now, that's what we're talking about in terms of the activity level defensively. You got to protect the rim.
Well, that takes physical ability, good timing, those two things that he possesses.
Conley feeling it out. Count the basket. Conley's got his second bucket. 17 seconds left in the second quarter. Shot on the wing. Doncic, no good.
Yeah, and a dangerous trend here as they're starting to live and die with outside jumpers.
Very sharp from the mid-range. Evans is fantastic at cashing it in when he's in between areas.
And here's Harden for three. And a close game so far through the first two quarters as we reach halftime. Grizzlies lead by 4. And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Brooke. Where is this team right now?
Oh, it's so exciting. You know, it's really thrilling to come out with such a great group of guys every night, you know, and play basketball. You know, it's a lot of fun.
Smiles on your face, Brooke. Thanks for the time. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just a bit to get the third quarter underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome back from the first half. Been a dandy so far. A dandy. You like that word, Kenny?
You know
it's
what?
a dandy.
My third grade teacher used to say that all the time.
That you're a dandy.
So this is a dandy of a class.
It is. And this is a dandy of a show. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet, Shaquille O'Neal.
What's a dandelion?
Well, basically, that's what the class was.
A really cool lion.
Got it.
For the Grizzlies, the first quarter was pretty even. Nothing seemed to give way on either side of the scoring column as they wrapped up the period all knotted up. If you look at the second quarter scoring, they had a small edge. They really hung tough as we got close to halftime. Kenny, what'd you think about the Grizzlies?
Well, they made a concerted effort to get out on the fast break. Dunks, alley-oops, run the lanes at every opportunity, and it's wearing the defense down.
And Shaq, let's get your input on the Rockets.
Well, they remind me of Arizona. They were flat defensively. They didn't collapse at the end. They allowed over 50% shooting. I expect them to come out much more aggressive in the second half and try to take the lead early on.
That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks
Goodbye,
for
folks.
joining us. Third quarter, just about ready to begin.
Welcome back to the Toyota Center, everyone. That's a look at our broadcast location tonight here in downtown Houston, Texas. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence, and that became contagious.
We've got Harden. Collins is out there with Doncic. And it's Smith, and it's Jackson, and at the 5. It's the 5 for Houston right now. Grizzlies have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
Yeah, and the versatility Evans gives this team, it's just tremendous. I mean, he's capable of playing multiple positions. He does so many things well.
Harden finds Jackson. Stolen by Michael Conley. Nobody near Parsons. Here's Gasol, and Jackson with the block. Collins passes to Doncic. Out of hand on it. Evans inside. Guarded by Harden. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And when you watch Collins play, Greg, you just can't help but notice how athletic he is going to the rim.
Man, his hang time and ability to throw it down make him an ideal finisher inside. Very efficient because he's not only a strong finisher, but also enjoys attacking the rim. And does a great job, I think, of picking up misses, just being a pest for the defense.
We've got so many young, exciting players in the NBA right now, Chris. When you think about the league's best player, the league MVP, in say 7 years, what names come to mind?
That's a great question. I mean, you have to think about guys like the Greek Freak.
Or even 5 years. It doesn't have to be that long.
Yeah, but just the potential. I know what you're saying there, Kevin. I mean, Embiid, Ben Simmons, the Greek Freak,
Tatum.
Wow.
I know.
It's just so. You can just go to all the young teams and say these guys are next. I mean, all you got to do is look at the rookie, sophomore, and the phenom game and just close your eyes and pick any of those guys because you know that they're talented. But yeah, the Greek Freak, Anthony Davis, Embiid, I think those are all safe bets.
No one near Conley as he lets it go. Traps in the tray. Conley's got 7.
And when Conley is in rhythm, he's comfortable pulling up. I mean, it's good to see him get his feet under him.
Harden kicks to Collins. Over in the corner, Doncic. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession. Here's what the Houston Rockets schedule looks like. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Chris Paul and the Dallas Mavericks. And then on Saturday, they'll be taking on Paul Millsap and the Denver Nuggets.
And looking at that Jazz matchup, this is a game that they are expected to win, but sometimes those are the kind of games where you get a little bit sloppy and start looking ahead. Either way, they'll need to put in tremendous effort to walk away with the victory. Yeah, you can sense he wasn't happy with how things are going here, probably looking to change it up a bit.
Well, you have to review your matchups, make sure you're maximizing the potential of each one.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Houston. Mack comes in for Dennis Smith. Brook Lopez is checked in for Memphis. Rab comes in for Clint Capella. And there's the call on John Collins. That'll be his second foul of the game. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Parsons against Collins. Shot clock at 6. And that's going to be a travel.
And now we get a moment to see the numbers for Tyreke Evans. Some last season stats for him. 16th in scoring, and he'd make you pay every time he went to the line. Top 20 in free throw percentage.
Yeah, and like you said, one of the better scorers in the NBA last season. A tireless worker on the offensive end. He could be even better this season. Tucker finds Harden. Yep, it counts. Harden's got 9.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Outside Conley. And there's the pass to Rab. And that one falls coming off Conley's feet. Rab's got the lead. Back up to 8 now for the Grizzlies. And so it's Harden bringing it up for the Rockets. Their next game is at the American Airlines Center in Dallas for a game with the Mavericks. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
Well, he's almost obsessed with drawing contact and getting to the line, and Harden has an endless number of ways to do it.
Grizzlies making a switch here. Harrison's checked in.
And once he gets into a groove like that, you can just count him.
And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Parsons outside from downtown. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. He's got 9.
Oh, that's a hard shot to block. The high release point. Parsons has that little lean back. Just shoots it right over.
Okay, we got a nice little back and forth going here.
And I love it, Greg. Both sides inflicting damage from the perimeter. We'll see how the defense is adjusting.
Harrison kicks to Evans. Passes it to Lopez. And the layup's good off the glass. Lopez has got his first 2 points.
Only so much you can do. Sometimes guarding Lopez inside, it's an impossible task.
Stripped away. And the rejection by Collins. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Harden. That one is good again. He's 6 for 8 from the floor with the basket.
And when Harden gets to cooking, you gotta feed him. You gotta keep feeding him. He's an excellent rhythm scorer.
It's stolen by Mack. Yep, it counts. And now just a 4-point Grizzly lead. Memphis has gone 2 of 3 when they ventured outside the arc in the third quarter. Here's Harrison. 6 points for him. The shot's good from Lopez. Lopez has got 4 points in the quarter.
ready to shoot once he catches it. Lopez has tremendous confidence in his scoring ability.
Here's Doncic, and the layup's good off the glass.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Harrison kicks to Evans. Lopez passes to Evans. Five on the clock. Here's Harrison. Misses off the right angle. This one for three. What a play. Simply drains it in at the buzzer.
And that's a crucial three there. They cut it close going into the fourth. This is far from over.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game. Neither team giving ground. Grizzlies out in front, leading by a point. And do not go away, as we'll be back in just a few moments with the start of our fourth quarter coming up next. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, it's also called making a good read, understanding where everyone is and taking full advantage. Fantastic.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. On the court for Memphis to start the fourth. Evans the two with Parsons at the three. Marcus Saul is out there with Costa Kukas. And it's Conley in at the one. And Jackson with the block. At the elbow, Williams. It's rebounded by Memphis. Gasol's got his fifth rebound right now in the game. That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time.
Yeah, but in the first half, he was just purely flawless as a ball securer. But that certainly hasn't been the case here in the second half.
And stolen by Kufis. Now here's Parsons. Kufis kicks to Conley. Harden against Evans. Over Harden. And Evans gets it to go on the assist by Conley. And it's 9 points for Tyreke Evans.
And guys on defense gasping for air at this point.
Well, that's because both offenses are relentless. Each side trying to close this thing out.
Stolen by Brooks. Inside, Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
Yeah, something that Williams does so well as soon as he has inside positioning. He just goes for the finish.
And it's Conley penetrating. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And the Grizzlies lead by one. Neither team here in the fourth generating a lot of separation.
Yeah, it's been a close one. 5 times the lead has switched hands thus far.
And it's Evans with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. He kicks it to Parsons. Down low, here's Gasol. Can't connect from 14 feet out.
Well, this has not been his best effort. He's lucky his teammates have been there to bail him out.
Jackson, that's good.
A good score inside, and the defense really offering very little resistance.
That's just an attack mindset. I love it. Game on the line, he's out competing guys.
Harden draws the double. And the basket by Jackson. Now it's a 3-point Rocket lead.
And they're scoring much more efficiently here in the second half, and they've gotten that field goal percentage above 50.
Evans against Williams. Evans outside. 6 to shoot. All alone. And right through it goes. Evans has got 4 points this quarter.
Used to having the spotlight on him. Evans, I mean, when it's an important spot in the game, he comes alive.
Timeout called the Rockets.
Clearly, he's in a lot of pain. They called time, and the trainer's going to get a chance to go out and check him over.
And now the presentation of our Jordan Player of the Game, James Harden.
Yeah, and his percentage from the field tonight seems almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
On the sideline, let's catch up with Hall of Famers David Aldridge.
Well, guys, over that last break, I listened to Mike D'Antoni talk to his team. He told his team to keep looking for those perimeter shots. He said their defense is not respecting us, so let's keep shooting until they come out on us, guys.
All right, thank you, David.
That could be costly. When the game is hanging in the balance, the last thing you can afford is to turn it over.
Williams, he's checked in for Jackson. Memphis leading. Outside Gasol. And that one falls, coming off Conley's speed. Conley's got his 8th assist here tonight.
And there's no fear in Gasol. I mean, he welcomes the chance to take big shots.
Looking to end the run. Harden, no good. Memphis has gone 4-6 from outside the arc tonight. Evans dishes to Conley. No good. Shot missing. For Houston, they've gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the 4th. 4 of 9. Williams kicks to Collins. The Rockets again can't hit.
That's not their best option. Defensively, they're happy anytime he shoots.
And it's Evans in the corner. Looking for Conley. He gets it there. Outside Gasol. And boy, that looked like goaltending. Yes, it is. And so they will award the basket there.
Man, that's a tough call for the refs to make there. I'm not sure it was on the way down, but that's how they saw it.
And at a certain point, there's just nothing more you can do.
Yeah, it's tough. Putting in that effort, but then walking away without that double.
Parsons' shot is off. Houston's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. They get Marc Gasol.
And so confident. Even amongst the trees, Doncic is fantastic at forcing the issue close to the rim.
And the Rockets making a change here. Smith has checked in.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Williams against Gasol. Right side, Conley. Pass to Evans. Just 3 to shoot. Shoots it. And good. He nails it. And the Grizzlies lead by 6.
Now, this is why Evans is out there in these moments. I mean, because he embraces the opportunity to take big shots.
About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. The Rockets with another miss.
Yeah, that's just poor decision-making. He's got to be better in those situations.
I'd love to hear his explanation of Coach right there. I mean, that should be an interesting conversation.
And so they choose to intentionally foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
And the toughness Conley provides. I mean, it can't be underrated. He's a guy his younger teammates, they really look up to.
Now a timeout called by Houston. They're trailing by 8. We've got 13 seconds left in the game. We've got 13 seconds left to play here in the 4th. And here is Matt. The shot that time, not on target. So it's Memphis picking up the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Chandler, you guys really passed the ball well tonight, and that seemed to feed energy at both ends.
Yeah, just playing selfless. And as you can see, we're having so much fun when we play that way. When everyone's getting involved, everybody's touching it. It's just a much better team offense when we play like that, and it's successful for us.
It was successful tonight, Chandler. Thanks for your time. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Chris Webber, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. We'll see you later.
Your brother on top of you, bro. Your brother on top of you, bro. I'm still talking right now as we speak. No. The game was